Rolling.
Well, what's going on, everybody? I'm Tim.
I'm Dom.
And welcome to another episode of Reviews in Black 2020.
Damn.
Today we're going to be reviewing one of my favorite movies of this year so far, Bad Boys 3. Starring Will Smith, Martin Lawrence. I don't even have to go into it anymore. But this movie was absolutely one of my favorites so far.
Absolutely. And before we get into it, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Before we get into it,
yes.
Be sure that you subscribe to our channel. Be sure that you follow us on Instagram. Be sure that you follow us and join our Facebook page. Just join us everywhere.
Yes, make sure you ring that bell just below if you're going to get the notifications whenever we're going to put something up news. So you be willing to, I can't get the words out of my mouth, to put all that good stuff.
So on and so forth.
Yes, yes. So in this movie, man, I don't even know where to start.
So, Bad Boys 3 is all about the wife and son of a Mexican drug lord and them embarking on a vengeful quest to kill all of those involved in his trial and imprisonment, including Miami detective Mike Lowry. When Mike gets wounded, he teams up with partner Marcus Burnett and Ammo, a special tactical squad, to bring the culprits to justice. But the old school wisecracking cops must soon learn to get along with their new elite counterparts if they are to take down the vicious cartel that threatens their lives.
So, normally I start off, but I want to say, what were your thoughts on this movie?
If you're catching up, if you've never heard of Bad Boys 3, which probably means you were born somewhere in like the late 2000s, that's okay. But with Bad Boys 3, this is the third installment. That first one came out in like 95?
Was it 95 or 99?
Maybe 99.
Something like that.
We'll put it up here.
It was in the 90s.
Yes, and then they came up with the second one probably early 2000s, and so this is the third installment. And for me, I'd have to say it was bomb. I thought it was completely dope. I loved how going from seeing the first one to the second one to the third one, like it was like one big continuous story.
Yes.
And it was like you saw them in the beginning when they were cops together, then you saw them in the middle of their journey, and now you kind of see them toward the tail end, and like everything keeps going. Like it's like they just kept living life in between this time, and you just pick up where they are, and I thought that was dope. They kept all the same characters, which was dope. I thought the punchlines were amazing. Again, Martin Lawrence never ceases to amaze me as like this comic relief, but still serious at the same time. He did a great balance of it. Will Smith was just bomb, because he's Will Smith. That's what he does. And just everything was dope. The action was dope. The direction was dope. How it was shot was dope. The cinematography was dope. The storyline was really dope.
Yes,
I actually did not expect some of the twists and turns that they put in there. And typically, you know, when you watch movies like this, you feel like you know what's going on. You kind of feel like you know the direction that it's headed. But I think that they put a really fresh spin on the story, and so it kept you engaged, kept you interested from beginning to end. So I thought it was dope, super dope. What about you?
What I enjoyed about the movie, first off, the first two movies, if you go back and look back on it, you know so much about Marcus Burnett, which is
his wife.
His wife, his kids, and we're talking about Martin. You know so much about his life, but you never really understood Mike's life.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
There was a little hint of his life on part 2 when he said, when Martin told Will Smith that not everybody was born with a trust fund, so we know he had money, we know where it came from. But you never really knew much about his life, and this movie is actually more so about Mike Lowry before Mike Lowry. You know, and I thought that was amazing.
I mean, from the slow-mos to, again, the car chase scenes, just everything. The way that it was captured, again, just kept you engaged, like you were locked in, like you felt like you were a part of the action and the adrenaline rush. I thought it was really dope.
My favorite parts of the movie, my favorite aspect of the movie is the fact that they kept all the original cast. You know, even the little teenager that they were scaring at the front door when he was coming to see Marcus's daughter. Man. Oh my gosh, it's like every time you it was such an emotional roller coaster in this movie. Either you're laughing, that's just absolutely crazy, just laughing hysterically, or you're emotionally tied to somebody, your heart's pounding, or you're feeling sad for someone. Then it takes you right back to that laughter. It takes you on a roller coaster, and there's some crazy twists and turns in that movie. I don't think any of us was expecting.
No, not at all. But, and even shout out to the new cast of people that they've incorporated into the Bad Boy story. I mean, from what I understand, and Tim actually kind of brought this up, and I kind of got to do some digging on it. I'm going to dig on it after I let him speak on it. But apparently they're supposed to be doing 2 more Bad Boy movies. Isn't that what you said?
No.
I thought you said I mean, like, period. Like, they got this one, and then they got and do one more. So apparently, there's one more Bad Boy movie coming, and so the group of people that they've kind of tied into the Bad Boy universe, it's like we talk about is Marvel, but the kind of the people that they've woven in is, I think it's a pretty dope mix of people too. So they kind of got the old school, you got this new school kind of coming in with Ammo, the little squad that they got to learn to kind of work together that has this different spin on things. That I think it's a pretty good combination. Like it just all works together. Like nobody's out of place. Nobody's like, how did you do that? I mean, I just think everybody has its own little bag of tricks and things up their sleeve. It just makes the whole storyline really interesting and pushes it forward.
Absolutely. I can't say enough about the film. Like I said, I think by far, this is my favorite film of 2020 so far.
Yeah, I loved it. I'd probably say it's probably my favorite so far.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say it's my favorite so far. It's pretty dope.
So, I mean, there's not much more to say about it other than
it's time to rate it.
You first. I went last time.
Okay.
Twice in a row.
So, if I was to rate Bad Boys 3.
Give them the movie ratings first.
Oh, okay. So if this is your first time joining us on our movie channel, or you're just learning a little bit more about how we do things here, we do have our rating system finally. It's based on a 5-point scale like a lot of other movie review platforms out there. But again, ours is all based around when you should go and see the movie, with the very, very top rating being double feature, meaning that it is so good you should see it twice, or the bottom one being, it can wait, meaning that you can either wait to go see it, if at all, at the theaters. So, if I was to rate Bad Boys for Life, quite frankly, I would give it a double feature. I honestly, I would go see it twice. To me, I would go see it twice. I thought it was that good. Again, I'm invested kind of in the whole timeline of Bad Boys and the story. I just love how they progressed as characters. I love how they continue to push the narrative forward.
Fat neck and all.
I mean, my lord. But I do. I love it. I would go.
Like a pit bull.
I would go. Oh, bless it.
Still love you, Martin.
I'd go see it twice. I absolutely would, without a shadow of a doubt. I would go see it twice.
Well, it looks like we have our first double feature of the year that we can agree on.
Officially.
Me, I definitely would go see it twice. That's, oh my gosh, I would say as many times as I can. I'm getting it on Blu-ray. Gonna play it in the surround sound.
Yeah.
And have people mad at me around me. But we're gonna watch it again and again. Because you can't be Bad Boys.
One more time. You can't. You absolutely can.
You can't be Bad Boys.
Yeah. Now I will say too, if you just go and watch Bad Boys for Life, it's a good movie.
Yes.
Right? But if you see Bad Boys 1, Bad Boys 2, and then this one, it's a phenomenal movie.
Yes.
So it's definitely based on perspective. Absolutely. It's like one long movie. So again, if you go see it by itself, it's good. You see all 3, it's great. And then there's a 4th one coming. So you gotta go ahead and catch up. No, we didn't. I already told them that they got contracted to do 2.
Yeah, they did get contracted to do 2. The reason I knew they was gonna do 4 in the first place, and they actually messed up the beans, because before they even announced Bad Boys 3 on Fandango on Coming Soon Movies, they already had Bad Boys 4 listed up there as coming soon before 3 was even out. How about that one?
Well, hey, it is what it is. is. A lot of people, when they kind of go into these negotiations and these deals, especially now in this movie climate, a lot of people don't want to do a one and done. A lot of people are looking for that franchise type of movie where they can perpetuate not only their income, but then the stories, the legacy of the characters. So it's not a surprise to me that they would do another one. Yeah. I'm actually very excited that they'll do another one. Again, especially the way that they formatted this movie, it really makes you look forward to see what they're going to do next. It really does. So.
And with that being said,
all right,
you got our double feature, and you got your reviews, and your movie, and your rating. And
all you need to do is
go follow
and subscribe.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We got Twitter?
Yeah, we do.
Twitter.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes, everything. Do it.
Now.
Reviews in black reviews.
Yeah.
All the same.
All right. Well, until next time. Let us know what movies you want to watch. What movies you want to hear about. And hey, we'll talk back to you.
Please
let us know what you think about. Yes,
comment.
Let us know what you think about Bad Boys for Life. Have you seen it? You want to see it? Was it great? Was it awesome? Was it meh? Let us know in the comments below. All right? I think that's it for now, guys.
Deuces.
Next.
What was that?
Time.
With its two snacks.